So I am currently in another Sui trade. We knocked one out the park earlier, all recorded in my shorts. It was an 8-part short. It was very dramatic, but we got out of it with some good profits, and I just re-entered, and I'm on high leverage, so I might need to dip out pretty quick here. But yeah, we're gonna take a look and see what we can make out of this. I mean, this would be the spot to probably long if you're gonna long. Everything looks pretty much bottomed out. We're on a 5-minute right now currently. Don't know how much strength the market really has right now. Bitcoin chart had a little bit of an ascending triangle kind of thing going, and it just wicked out. So we'll see what happens there, if that ends up turning to be a breakout or if it ends up coming back into the pattern and working its way back to the top, which will also influence what Sui's doing. So basically right now I'm looking for a move at largest back to the top of the range. I'm not going to be trying to hold this like a damn hero. I have a larger trade on Sui from yesterday starting at 367. So this being on 50x leverage, I'll be very quick to exit this. So yeah, just gonna take this live and see how it goes, I guess. I don't know if I can switch over to my other apps and see my P&L. I might end the stream. We're gonna see. Is it still running? Am I still live? I am. Okay. So, all right. So, if I was able to go to my trade and come back, it looks like we are live again. Awesome. Stop loss is set. I went just with a straight 374, 370, 370, 390, just under these wicks, just in case they want to get funny and try to wick it a little further. I gave myself a little bit of space, putting the stop right here, 370, 389. So we're gonna just let's see how this plays out. This would be the second trade of the day that I've taken. The first one, like I said, it's an 8-part short. On my channel, made some pretty good money earlier, multiple 10+% gains, including our leverage, obviously. So feel free to check that out and come back. I'm going to be here for quite a minute, I'm guessing, unless I get stopped out. Market's not incredibly strong, like I said earlier. Bitcoin has this little bit of ascending triangle thing going, but we're wicking out of it right now. And if we lose that, Sui's gonna tank, the alts are gonna tank. We had some strength, really some good strength showing earlier, and I thought this would break to the upside, or at least continue some consolidation. But this looks good right now. This looks like it's trying to find its way back in. Sui is following Bitcoin, as you can see. Bitcoin's starting to pump back up a little, so he's getting the pump with it. So let's just see this play out. And again, I'm looking for no higher than a top of range pump. I'm not looking for anything huge here. I'm leveraged to the gills, so I don't need a huge move. Let's just see what happens. Anything that's a lower low on this wick is basically going to stop me out. So stop exactly is right there. So basically lines me up with that very bottom of this lowest wick. Also puts me into a bit of a support resistance flip area if you zoom left. Stop is right yonder. So yeah, got pretty good area to hold there. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So see what we can get out of this. Hopefully it doesn't break down right away. The market is definitely pretty weak right now. So take a look back at Bitcoin. This is really going to be our North Star right now, guys, and what Bitcoin does decide to do. So take this down to some smaller time frames, and we came a distance below, and we're trying to work our way back into the pattern. Looks like we're going to get rejected. Probably going to close this before I get stopped out, to be honest, just because I have a feeling we're going to continue lower despite how low this RSI is. It looks like on the MACD we're pushing darker red. Oh, there we go. That's good. See, back to the dark red again. So we're looking for this to get lighter red and start making its way curving up. And we're getting nothing of that sort. We're getting we're getting some pretty insane divergences though, but they're longer term divergences. The short term divergences are actually bearish. So, I mean, if we go to like a 15-minute though, so you got, and it's even kind of bearish on a 15-minute now. A lot has changed in the last hour of this market since we've had this downfall. A lot of the indicators are swapping, lots of things flipping. We had a very bullish start to the day, and I thought that we were going to create another big gap over the course of the weekend. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case anymore, which would be ideal, honestly, if we could see a move just of straight consolidation sideways over this weekend or a move to the downside. As long as we can hold that 116.9 level where the CME gap ended, we should be fine. So I'm definitely getting near stop on this one. So that is what it is. Give me 1 second. I'm going to take a check on that. I will be right back. Okay. It's definitely not going great. We're about to stop out. Just wanted to make sure the stop was in place and everything. It is. But yeah, this is definitely not looking like it wants to flip at the moment. And I don't have much room left here. I got about 1/10 of a penny. So stop loss is coming, which is fine. I hate having a stop loss in place because of getting wicked out and shit. But when I'm on YouTube, I can't not have a stop in place. If this thing starts dumping, I can't risk that on the leverage I'm on. But we did seem to, again, put a pretty clutch stop in place at 373.89. So we can let's draw that in place. So we have that line in the sand. 373.89. 373.8. Oh, come on, bitch. 373.90. So anything besides that, below that, we are dead. So no faking that one, no bullshit. Oh, I didn't get stopped out. It didn't really hit. It was just really close. Cause you're gonna get a lot of those guys. So I by no means claim to be perfect. I just tend to be pretty good at this. Again, I'm inside of a larger SUI trade starting at 367 with a target of 415. It had a 2-cent stop loss, so it was about a 35-to-1 trade. That is all part of this. I am doing smaller trades within it today, some day setups. We had to move from like 373 to 377 earlier on high leverage, which worked out great. But this one doesn't look like it's going to hold. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart again. Bitcoin not making any progress at all. If anything, going the wrong way. But we are still holding our levels here. Yeah, I know, guys. Leaving, coming in, going out. It's boring shit. That's what trading is. Trading is a boring, boring, boring game. But if you're patient, if you have a plan, things tend to work out for you. You know, if you can be the one who's patient, who plans, who takes this seriously and takes this every trade kind of has something riding on it. Because when you're employed by trading, you do that. Every trade does have something riding on it. You know, whether you have 1% in or you are heavily stacked. Right now, I'm just kind of playing around. I'm bored. You know, that's a big no-no trading while bored, but not an ideal setup, but an okay setup on SUI. Like I said, I have a larger SUI trade. I don't need to be in a trade right now, but restarting the channel, I want to pump some content out. If anyone new is in here, I did an 8-part short earlier on SUI. It's in the short section of my channel. We made some decent profit on the trade. Very wild. Very wild hour-long ride, but we got it done. So for right now, we're just keeping an eye on the markets. Bitcoin looks like it's trying to make its way back into this ascending. Oh, sorry, it's not fucking ascending anything. This. Well, I'm blanking right now. This fucking flat top triangle. Fucking can't think of the name. I fucking. Oh my god, it's real. It's real. Anyways, I've measured the move. We got the measured move out. It's going to take us to about 119K, 118.8. This, again, would put in a pretty big CME gap for the weekend, and not looking for that. But at the same time, I am looking for upward moves to keep my SUI trade alive, as we're pretty near stop right now, which was expected in the weaker market. But we had a weaker market this morning as well, and, you know, we, again, played very, very tight stop, and it worked out. So let's see if we can't pull two today. The same asset especially. Look, I'm guessing Bitcoin is back in the triangle. Let's take a look on a shorter time frame. Oh, and I got my stop triggered. So that's no good. What's Bitcoin up to? Let me guess. Did I get wicked out? This is why I don't do stop losses. I did. Nope. I am thoroughly under my stop loss. Up there goes the wick. I'm gonna re-enter without a stop. Fucking brutal, bro. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is literally exactly what I was talking about, why I don't use stop losses. But when I'm on YouTube, I want to use a stop loss just in case the market goes against me. But that is an example of why I don't use a stop loss. Just got wicked out, lost some fucking, not even change, lost a decent amount there because of that punk ass wick. And now I'm back to where I entered initially. So that's really frustrating. But yeah, it's part of live streaming and not coming on and streaming after the fact, you know, and letting people. Now, you got to understand, people need to see that. The public invalidations, they need to see you winning trades, losing trades. It's important for me to be transparent to people, you know, so we can. I have no stop. I'm going to exit this trade, though, underneath the current. Oh, what the fuck just happened? Hold on a second. So that's even worse. Apparently, I didn't have the right button clicked, and I limited in, and I had a price in from earlier, and it gave me a limit fill up here. So again, streaming on YouTube. Oh, what a joy it is. Streaming while I'm trading, you know? It's like I'm half a trader right now, and I'm like giving away pretty much all the edge I have by being on YouTube while I'm doing this, because I'm not able to do anything in regards to a stop, or if like when this wick hit and I got stopped out. There should have never been a stop in place on a trade where I'm currently actively watching the trade. There's no reason to have a stop loss in place. That is just asking to get your ass taken out, either by market makers or just by the market in general, like I just did. But I'm back in. I'm in profit. So let's ride this trade out, see where it goes. I'm going to get out of here, though, before this comes back down on me, before some dumb shit happens. Unfortunately, I did just get wicked out of that one. Again, like I said, back in profit. Even after what I just lost on getting wicked out of this, because I decided I was going to put a stop loss in since I'm on YouTube and I'd play it safe. That was a big mistake. Playing it safe is always a mistake. Scared money don't make money. Until the next one, guys. Stay bullish. From here, though, let's just take a quick outlook before I go. BTC should be back in the triangle. Yep. Okay, so BTC, ascending triangle. That was the word I was looking for about 10 minutes ago. Couldn't find ascending. So we are back into the ascending triangle. Wick back in. That little fake out there. I got the same fake out on SWE. And stop is now currently at the bottom. We will not be getting wicked out of this. No siree, Bob. So, well, yeah, let's look for a target here, and I'm going to get up out of here so I can trade and not be getting wicked out of trades because I had to put a stop because I was on YouTube. So, I'm going to be done entertaining. Let's find you a exit if you would like to join in this trade. Again, please check out the shorts part of my page. There's an 8-part SUI trade from this morning. Very wild trade, but it paid us. A very wild trade, and shows you why it is important to be patient, have a plan, and not to be a fucking cheat. So I'm going to be looking for the top of the range. About where I circled here, this is where I exited before. This is where I'm going to be looking to exit again. This is the 1272. No, sorry, this is the 1618 up here. So on this current range we're on, this is drawn for the past one, but it's very, very close. So yeah, this basically hit the 1618 either way. So I'm looking for just shy, basically a little bit of a front run of the 1618. We can move. Man. So yeah, we're gonna look for a target in the 377 area to 370. Yeah, 377. 377 and change is where I'm going to get up out of this trade. Again, guys, I don't want to get stopped out of this, so I'm going to get out of here before that happens, as I did just get publicly invalidated because I threw a stop on after telling everyone, do not put a stop loss on this trade because we're sitting here monitoring it because I can't get off. I had to put a stop loss in, but fuck it. Back in the trade. We're back in money. Enjoy the ride. We're coming up back to 377 top of range. It might ride further. It all depends on Bitcoin and what the macro market is doing. So as long as Bitcoin can hold this triangle we're in, we're setting triangle 118,888 target. 118 repeating 8 is the target for this Bitcoin ascending triangle that I'm guessing we are going to pull this weekend, leaving another CME gap for us. So again, it is riding on Bitcoin what the altcoins do, especially SUI, which is a very fast mover. As you can see, this has already made some drawback in the time we were looking at Bitcoin. So I'm gonna get up out of here, enjoy this trade. So yeah, this is a quick mover. So till the next one, guys, stay bullish and peace. How do I end this shit? Someone tell me how to end this